What if I told you that some people saw the biggest financial disaster of our time coming, while almost everyone else was completely blind to it? That's the story behind The Big Short by Michael Lewis. This isn't a dry explanation of Wall Street or a complicated economics lecture. Lewis takes the 2008 financial crisis and turns it into a gripping story about a handful of investors who realized something was terribly wrong with the housing market, and decided to bet against it. As the housing bubble grew, banks were packaging risky mortgages into investments that looked far safer than they really were. Most people trusted the system, but a few outsiders started digging deeper. They discovered just how fragile the entire machine had become. And then they made an unbelievable decision. Instead of following the crowd, they bet against the American housing market. The fascinating part is watching how they figured it out, and how difficult it was to convince anyone else that the system was broken. Michael Lewis explains complex financial ideas through characters, tension, irony, and storytelling, making the subject surprisingly easy to follow. And this is where the audiobook becomes such a powerful experience. You're not simply learning what happened in 2008. You're listening to the story unfold, following the investors, the warning signs, the absurd decisions, and the enormous gamble that eventually paid off. If you want to understand how the financial crisis really happened, and why so many people failed to see it coming, The Big Short is an audiobook you'll want to hear. Check the link in the description and see if you can start listening today.